That's so overused, isn't it? We have a lot to talk about, guys. So the gameplay trailer was released at E3 2014 and it showed a lot more than what I was personally expecting. Ed Boon has been on several stage shows this past week or so just to promote the game and to tell us a little bit of information about it. So in this video I want to get you guys up to date on the game and tell you about what's been announced, and more importantly I want to give you a few things to think about. Things that I've seen in this gameplay trailer and in the gameplay stage shows. So from the announcement trailer, what can we confirm? Interactables, X-rays, super meters, which obviously includes the EX moves and the combo breakers. But most importantly, we can officially confirm that this game will continue on the story from Mortal Kombat 9. As we know, this is the 10th installment of the Mortal Kombat series, and Ed Boon himself has said that this game is not called Mortal Kombat 10, this is called Mortal Kombat X. 6 characters were made playable by the guys who are promoting the game for Ed Boon, and these are Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Ferrator, Devora, Kotal Khan, and Cassie Cage. Now they've added a really cool mechanic for all the characters in this game, and it's something that I'm quite excited to see. Every character in this game will have 3 variations. So for example, if you're on the versus screen and you pick Scorpion, the game would then prompt you to make one of 3 choices. Would you like to go into battle with the ninjutsu variation where Scorpion uses his swords? Do you choose the Hellfire variation where Scorpion surrounds himself in fire, kind of like Injustice? Or perhaps the 3rd variation, Inferno, which Scorpion summons up a demon from hell and grabs the other opponent. At the stage shows there were 24 slots with only 6 playable characters. Now you may not think that 24 characters is much, I personally think that's an okay number, but look at it this way, 24 characters times 3 is 72. Did you get that? That's potentially 72 characters in this game. Now excuse my language here, but that's fucking crazy. That's not even counting unlockable characters or guest characters as DLC. And what I love about this is that it adds so much more strategy to your game. And also, depending what variation you pick, there'll be a little difference in each person's costume. So again, to use Scorpion as an example, if you picked his ninjutsu variation, you'd see his swords on his back. And I like that. It reminds you of what you picked in terms of variation and also gives something for your opponent to think about. Kind of like, yeah, I see what you did there. So this new gameplay mechanic gets my vote without question. There's so much more to cover, I haven't even started yet. The run mechanic from Mortal Kombat 3 is making a return, guys. In Mortal Kombat 3, the run function was primarily to pressure your opponent. I can't really see that being used for this game because Ed Boon already said that this game is slightly faster than Mortal Kombat 9. It's kind of like Injustice in that sense. However, I'm going to tell you right here and now that the run function for Mortal Kombat X will be used primarily to up your combos. Check out this interview with GameSpot and Ed Boon.
And then again, it's a lot more variety of things that can happen with the matchups and variations.
Now that clip didn't actually show this, at least from what I could see, but it looks like that when you run, your meter drains just like in MK3. So this could solve the issues with balancing for the meter, so that's really good to know. Okay, so next I want to talk about the characters. Only a little bit here and there because I haven't got much time. We have to keep it tight after all, guys, don't we, eh? I really want to focus on the new characters, the 4 new characters, rather than Scorpion and Sub-Zero because we all know who they are. However, I do want to address one thing about Sub-Zero that I've heard from this interview with Ed Boon and GameSpot, so look out for that. So let's start with Cassie Cage. Cassie Cage has officially been announced to be the daughter of Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade. From what I've seen of her, she kind of reminds me of Stryker. She's very pretty, and I like the fact that they've kind of sorted out. See, the thing with Mortal Kombat 9 was that the females, they kind of looked a bit mannish, and I think a lot of you can agree with that. They were still hot, but they didn't look proper feminine, you know what I mean? So I'm happy to see that it looks like they've rectified that. Next we have Ferrator. Now I couldn't help but see Bane and Yoda in this gameplay trailer. I really couldn't help but see that. I was told, or rather I heard, that the young lady there is supposed to be a descendant or a relative, some way, shape or form from a previous Mortal Kombat character. We'll have to see how that pans out. But ultimately I'm happy with the design. It's very Mad Max. A lot of people have said that in terms of the big guy himself anyway. But yeah, you know what? I'm actually impressed with this design. So here we have Devora. Devora is half human, half insect. Now I believe she's half human. I'm not totally sure on this, but please correct me if I'm wrong. I know she's half insect. She looks like a cool character. I like her design a lot. Apparently she's the kind of character who needs to keep her distance and throw projectiles from across the way to her opponent. I haven't seen that much of her. Nothing really that makes me want to play as her. But I'm hoping in time that they'll showcase more of what she can do. Last but not least, we have Kotal Khan. Kotal Khan reminds me of someone who perhaps lives in the Mayan tribe. Just his design in general reminds me of that. I do like his design. I think he looks pretty damn intimidating. Now, let's get to the basis of it. We're all wondering this. is Kotal Khan related in some way, shape or form to Shao Kahn? They both share the same last name. I believe that he does. I mean, it's too coincidental. They can't troll us like that. That is totally unfair. But I guess the only thing we have to do is just wait and see for any kind of announcement that will put this theory to rest. Now let me talk to you people about Sub-Zero. So if you know your Mortal Kombat history inside and out and you watched the Mortal Kombat X announcement trailer, then this thought probably entered your head. Sub-Zero, what the hell are you still doing alive? Now, two things I mentioned in my previous video where I broke down the trailer. One, I couldn't see any kind of plot in this trailer whatsoever because Sub-Zero appears to be alive. And two, I couldn't recall if he ever had glowing bright eyes like that. Now this may sound preposterous, but let me run back even more. Bihan, the first Sub-Zero, was killed by Scorpion, right? Kuai Liang, the second Sub-Zero, later turned into Cyber Sub-Zero. He was killed by Sindel in the story. So I have a theory, ladies and gentlemen. Who we're looking at here is Bihan, or Noob Saibot. Now I don't know the full story, this is just a theory, but let me show you this clip from the same interview with Ed Boon.
Who is Sub-Zero? He was Cyborg last time, and he said, ask Ed, please.
Yeah, you know, as anybody who's really kind of followed the Mortal Kombat story, you know, Sub-Zero is part of Lin Kuei clan, and he is one of many Sub-Zeros. So there have been Sub-Zeros who've died, there have been other ones come back, so it's not, the representation of Sub-Zero has been a number of different people, and the story mode will tell you exactly which one this is.
And also, to support this, do you not remember in Mortal Kombat 9 what happened to Noob Saibot? He was thrown inside the Solnado. We didn't actually see him die. Now in my eyes, if you see someone die in Mortal Kombat, then fine, they're dead. But if you see someone die off screen, they're coming back. Although saying that, if history has shown us anything, is that in Mortal Kombat, no one is ever really truly dead. But I firmly believe that this Sub-Zero is indeed Bihan or Noob Saibot. I'm going to stick with my guns on that one, and if it turns out to be true, you know who said it first. Okay, so now I want to delve into Cassie Cage's character and where I think this character stands in the Mortal Kombat universe. I theorize that Cassie Cage will be the new main character for this Mortal Kombat game. Why, you ask? Check this out.
This game covers a number of time periods. You know, it has elements from the right after MK9. It has, you know, 5 years ahead, 15 years ahead, 25 years ahead. So you see things like Cassie Cage, which is Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade's daughter, and you know you get an idea of that dynamic of her and so it's really cool in that we're not necessarily telling the story linearly. We're doing in periods of time, and so it's great to see the characters kind of maturing over time.
Unfortunately, this actually means that there may not actually be a Conquest mode for Mortal Kombat X.
So Jason wants to know, is Conquest mode back?
Is Conquest mode back?
Yeah.
Not in this version,
Not
no.
this version.
No.
Okay.
But we can hope, damn it. Especially considering that Ed Boon himself said that the new online mode for Mortal Kombat X will have something that everyone can participate in. Now this probably means that they're going to have something similar to MK9's online mode where everyone can participate and hold up pictures and do crazy stuff while the other people are fighting. But come on, how awesome would it be to have an online Conquest mode? NetherRealm Studios, Warner Brothers, Ed Boon, whoever, if you decide to do this, take my money, no problem. Besides, Ed Boon kind of dodged it in my mind. He didn't say game, he said version. It's not in this version, so I'm still going to hold on to hope. So that about wraps it up for me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm going to put the link to the interview with Ed Boon down in the description bar, as well as a nice montage of all the X Racing fatalities that have been announced thus far. Apart from Scorpions, Ed Boon is keeping that under wraps for some reason.
What's your favorite one? What's the one you're most proud of?
My favorite one is the one I came up with.
Of course. And what is that? What is that?
It's
and can we see it actually?
Scorpions. I think we've seen it in the gameplay trailer that had been released.
Well, can we, in case some people are watching at home haven't actually seen it, can we get Scorpion involved? Or we've got Sub-Zero
yeah,
now?
I guess we can, but they might have to back out of it there.
Yeah, if we can back out, that'd be great. I'll just check Twitter to see if you have any more questions.
We've basically seen the majority of the fatality anyway from the gameplay trailer. I believe Scorpion finishes off the opponent by slicing their face off. Their tongue waggles around or something like that. Can't wait to see that, G. I want to know what you guys think about this new information and my theories. Please let me know in the comments below. You know. And most importantly, keep it tight.